Our bounce around Charleston living legend, Miss Christine Jackson. You may not know this. She's the cousin of Coretta Scott King, and she's noted for all of the work that she does with the Martin Luther King celebration in the city of Charleston. Let's hear more about Miss Christine Jackson.
I was born in a little rural community in Marion, Alabama. Coretta Scott King, who is my first cousin, we went to the same elementary school, the same high school. We both were into music at our little church, Mount Tabor, AME Zion Church. Our grandfather was the main leader in that church, and when he died, her dad took over the leadership, as he was chairman of the Deacon Stewart Board. My dad was very, very involved in the church and the community. Mm-hmm. And the most interesting piece that I remember about my dad, true story, he took I think it was a Model T Ford, and made and built a pickup truck. Mm-hmm. His role was he went around and on our way to church, he would pick up the people in the community who didn't have a car and drive them to church. And when my baby brother, Randolph Osborne, who's been here on several occasions, when he became very independent, working with Martin Luther King and all this bit, he had dropped out of college to work directly with Martin Luther King. He bought my dad a brand new pickup truck. And we all have laughed about that so much with a lot of pride.
Okay, and it's my understanding also that you was a first lady of the Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes.
And you were married to?
I was married to the late Reverend Dr. E.L. Jackson, and of course we came to Charleston in 1963. After he was fired from the school system in Alabama, Little County in Alabama, for marching with Dr. Martin Luther King.
Wow, and you all were the proud leaders of the Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me about your involvement with the YWCA.
That was a good run of 36 years. And I, until this day, know that all of the successes we had with that organization was because there were so many wonderful people in this community who served as volunteers and got the program going. An example is, I'm going to call a name out, not to do it, but Margaret J. Thomas, born and raised in Charleston, suggested at a finance committee meeting one day that we have a Martin Luther King ball. You should know I didn't want that. I personally didn't want us to be honoring Martin Luther King with a ball. Nonetheless, we had that ball, and it was at the Gilliard Auditorium. We were big time even over 43 years ago. That same year, to balance it out so that it would represent who Martin Luther King was, my pastor from a church in Wetumpka, Alabama, which is where I got my first job, came to be the keynote speaker. We did that worship service at Rivers High School. That was 1972. And it may have been 1973. And we also had that year the Corliss Music Club provided the music, and those are the events that started the Martin Luther King worship services. And you helped to get it started west of the Ashland, and it's still going on, I believe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. And with your major involvement with the YWCA and the Martin Luther King celebration, now there is something called the MLK Professional and Business Partnership Breakfast. Tell me about that.
The Martin Luther King Business and Professional Breakfast started as a result of, I know, who did I tell you made that suggestion?
Spencer Pryor.
Spencer Pryor suggested that we have a Martin Luther King breakfast. Mayor Riley I left that meeting that day and went by the city of Charleston, the mayor's office. Mm-hmm. And I don't even remember what I asked him, but all I know is he's been involved ever since. And he said that I came in unannounced. Now, you know I didn't do that.
But you have been involved in so many things in our community. What keeps you motivated?
It's just a part of my genes. I don't realize that I'm so involved. I just like to see things happen. For instance, being at the YWCA for those 36 years, my greatest passion was young people. We had writing clubs in schools. We had what we call spice clubs in schools. Spice meaning Students for Peace in communities everywhere. And we just had you may remember Ted Coker, the late Ted Coker. He was just so committed to the YWCA and doing programs in schools. We were successful in getting Bernice King to come up and speak for one of our conferences and with the youth in North Charleston, and just many other people. I think we even had Dick Gregory here once, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. But we've done a lot, and I'm proud, but it was all done through the help of so many volunteers.
If someone were to ask you, how would you want to be remembered in life, what would you say?
My deep, deep love, passion, and commitment to Mount Moriah Baptist Church first. God blessed me that my late husband was pastor there for 25 years. And I am so deeply committed to that institution. And we have just been so blessed to be a part of Mount Moriah. Naturally, my 36 years at the YWCA and all of the wonderful volunteers, I want to be remembered how Dr. Luther Seabrook said, "So you ain't never asked me would I do something. You just always told me what you want me to do." I didn't know I was doing that, but it surely did work, because we had hundreds of people in this community doing programs throughout the Trident area through the YWCA. I want to be remembered by all of those wonderful volunteers for the YWCA doing so much in this community. With my being silly enough to recruit them, and they were kind enough to not say no.
Well, Mrs. Christine Osborne Jackson, the Bounce Around Charleston crew would like to say thank you, and we honor you today as a living legend in the community of Charleston. Thank you.
I'm honored, and thank you so very much.